There are things in this world that we are told not to touch, not to look at, and certainly not to bring home. We surround ourselves with objects, mementos, antiques, toys, believing they are passive, dead matter. But what if they aren't? What if some things remember the pain of their creation? What if some things are waiting? From the dusty backrooms of museums to the darkest corners of eBay, we have tracked down the 10 most dangerous, most controversial, and most terrifying cursed objects in history. These aren't just ghost stories, these are items with body counts. Disclaimer: all of the images you are about to see are not actual images of the cursed items or paintings discussed. In the production of this video, weird stuff happened, especially with number 7 and 1. I also advise against viewing some of the items online. Do at your own risk. This is the definitive countdown of the top 10 cursed objects in the world. Number 10. The Crying Boy. It looks innocent enough. A cheap print from the 1950s. But in the mid-1980s, this painting became the face of fire. Across England, houses were burning down at an alarming rate. Firefighters began to notice a chilling pattern. In the blackened ruins of living rooms, where everything else was turned to ash, one thing remained perfectly untouched. This face. Tabloids screamed the curse of the crying boy. People were terrified that bringing this sorrowful child into their home was an invitation to destruction. Was it a fire-retardant varnish? Or was it the collective grief of the post-war orphans captured in the paint? We've ranked it at number 10 because while it destroys homes, it rarely takes lives directly. Number 9. The Hands Resist Him. You might know it as the eBay haunted painting. When this popped up online in 2000, the sellers issued a warning. The characters in the painting move. They claimed the boy exits the frame at night, and the doll, that terrifying hollow-eyed doll, guides him. The original gallery owner, dead within a year. The art critic who reviewed it, dead within a year. Even viewing the image online has caused people to report blackouts and nausea. It's a curse for the digital age, spreading through screens like a virus. Number 8. The Anguished Man. If you think a painting is just oil on canvas, think again. This work was created by an artist who mixed his own blood into the paint and then committed suicide. The current owner, Sean Robinson, kept it in his basement, but when he brought it out, the screaming started. Not from the painting, but from the empty air in his house. Crying, moaning, shadow figures standing at the foot of the bed. It's a literal suspension of human suffering, trapped in oil and blood, waiting to share its pain with you. Number 7. The Woman from Lemb. They call her the Goddess of Death. Uncovered in Cyprus, dating back to 3500 BC, this statue doesn't just haunt you, it erases you. The first owner? His entire family died within 6 years. The second owner? His whole family dead in 4. The third? Same result. By the time it reached Sir Alan Beaverbrook, he realized the pattern. After his wife and daughters died, he donated it to a museum in Scotland. Legend says the curator who handled it died soon after. Sits behind glass now, safe for us. Number 6. The Basano Vase. A wedding gift from the 15th century. The bride died clutching it on her wedding night, swearing vengeance. It disappeared for centuries, only to be dug up in 1988 with a note inside. Beware, this vase brings death. The person who found it ignored the note, sold it. The pharmacist who bought it, dead in 3 months. The surgeon who bought it next, dead in 2 months. The trail of bodies only stopped when the police confiscated it and reportedly buried it in a lead box in a secret location. Some things are better left lost. Number 5. Little Bastard. James Dean lived fast and died young, but his car, the Porsche 550 Spider, didn't stop killing when Dean died. After the crash that killed the Hollywood icon, the wreckage was bought by customizer George Barris. When it was unloaded, it broke a mechanic's leg. The engine was put into a race car, the driver hit a tree and died. The tires were put on another car they blew out, causing a crash. A thief tried to steal the steering wheel and ripped his arm open. Finally, the car vanished from a sealed transport truck in 1960. It's still out there, waiting for a driver. Number 4. Busby's Stoop Chair. In a museum in Thirsk, England, there's a chair hanging from the ceiling. It's not for display, It's to stop you from sitting in it. In 1702, murderer Thomas Busby cursed this chair on his way to the gallows. For years, locals at the pub laughed it off, until the war. Airmen who sat in the chair never came back from their missions. In the 70s, a delivery driver sat in it, died in a crash hours later. A builder sat in it, died when a roof collapsed. The curse is simple. You sit, you die. So they hung it up. Forever. Number 3. Robert. Before Chucky, there was Robert. A straw-filled doll from Key West, Florida, given to a boy named Gene Otto in 1904. Gene would talk to Robert, and people heard Robert talk back. Servants saw him running from room to room. When things broke, Gene would scream. Robert did it. But the scary part is what happens now. Robert sits in a museum, and he demands respect. Take his picture without asking, you'll get into a car wreck. Mock him, you'll lose your job. He receives thousands of letters a year. Letters of apology and for forgiveness. Number 2. The Dybbuk box. A wine cabinet. A Holocaust survivor. A demon trapped inside. When this box was opened, all hell broke loose. IKEA owners reported hair falling out, the smell of cat urine, horrific nightmares of an old hag, and lights bursting in their homes. It inspired movies, it terrified Post Malone, and it sits in Zach Bagans' museum today. Even though the original seller admitted to embellishing the story, the curse has taken on a life of its own. It proves that if enough people believe something is evil, it becomes evil. Number 1. Annabelle. Forget the porcelain doll from the movies. The real Annabelle is a Raggedy Ann doll. And she is the most dangerous object on Earth. Given to a nurse in 1970, she started moving. Then she started writing notes. Help us. When a medium told the owners it was a lonely spirit of a little girl, they let it in. But it wasn't a little girl, it was a demon. It physically clawed a man's chest, caused near-fatal accidents. De Warren's, the famous demonologists, built a special case for her. Why? Because she doesn't just haunt, she kills. A young man mocked her at the museum, tapping on the glass. He was dead in a motorcycle crash 3 hours later. She sits there today, waiting. The lock isn't to keep you out, it's to keep her in. These objects are reminders that we don't know everything about this world. Reminders that sometimes a story is more than a story, it's a warning. Thanks for watching. Sleep well. And if you see a doll in the corner of your room, don't look it in the eyes.